Well, good afternoon, North Georgia meteorologist Angel Wilson here with an update to the weekly weather update that we love to do every week, typically on Wednesdays and Sundays. Today we are doing it on a Thursday, though, just to keep everybody updated on what we're dealing with out there. Notice satellite and radar is showing some clear skies over Georgia, what we love to see, but there's some shower activity that's occurring over into portions of Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas. All that will be moving our direction here as we head throughout really these next couple, really over the next day or so, really even, not even just to the next couple of days. Over the next day, it will be moving towards us. Taking a look right now outside, you see that we have a blue sky over many spots, but we do have a partly cloudy to mostly cloudy sky in others, like up towards Dahlonega at the University of North Georgia campus there. You see that we have a beautiful sky overhead, despite that little bit of cloud cover they have. Over in Midtown, though, over the Georgia Tech campus, you're seeing a lot more blue sky. Nice to see that out there for them, out towards the airport, nice, and then out towards Sandy Springs near the King and Queen Towers. Everything's looking pretty good, too. Temperatures right now are sitting in the lower 80s to upper 70s. You notice 78 up into Canton there, 80 degrees in Marietta. We have 81 in Atlanta, 79 in Covington, and 79 in Thomaston. Now, again, that is as of 2:15 in the afternoon here on Thursday. As we head throughout the rest of today, again, going to be nice out there, nice and dry, but we talked about it a moment ago. A lot of shower and thunderstorm activity over into portions of Texas, right into Killeen, Temple, Belton. Some strong to severe storms really even starting to make their way towards the I-35 corridor. That's where you're seeing that one severe thunderstorm warning right down here. That's going to be right where Fort Hood is there, a military base, moving through the Gatesville area and all that, kind of scooting on off towards the east. You also see some of those watches they have in place too. Now, all this big cluster of thunderstorms and showers that they're dealing with over in Texas, well, that's heading in our direction. It's going to bring a chance for strong to severe storms down into southern portions of Alabama, southern portions of Mississippi, Louisiana, and then again into Texas, what they're dealing with right now, and then eventually even into portions of southern Georgia. Once you look at southwest Georgia, where we have a slight risk for severe weather, a level 2 out of 5, level 1 out of 5, even stretching into portions of central Georgia and middle Georgia, really, and getting closer on into portions of the 11 live viewing area, like down towards Spalding County, stretching down into Meriwether County, Troup County, all under a marginal risk, meaning that a storm or two could end up being strong to severe, marginal risk being the main risk there. Marginal risk of severe weather as well in for Saturday. That area shaded in dark green there. And you may be saying, wait, what do these marginal risks mean? Slight risk, enhanced risk. Now, of course, we don't have a slight or enhanced risk, but a marginal risk means just an isolated severe thunderstorm is possible. Limited in duration, so we're not talking about long-term severe storms here. And then also maybe not too big in intensity, maybe not the most intense severe storm you could experience, but still a strong storm or two could bring down a couple of trees, something we'll be keeping an eye on there for Friday and into Saturday. The 11 Alive app is a great way that you can stay updated whenever a strong or severe storm could impact your region. You can download that at the App Store. You can get live looks at the radar, which is really valuable considering the fact that we have a rain change in for Saturday. You see for today, it's showing those temperatures in the mid-80s and a lot of sunshine, just like what we're seeing outside right now. You can also watch weather updates live right there at your fingertips, like the one you're watching right now, and then also watch the newscasts there. And then let's say you want to watch the newscast on your TV whenever it's convenient for you. Download the 11 Alive Plus app there for Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. Instead of waiting for the next newscast here for 11 Alive, you can watch whatever newscast you want whenever it is convenient for you. Again, the 11 Alive Plus app for Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. You can also catch weather updates like the one you're watching right now, right there at your fingertips. Forecast track shows that as we head throughout the next couple of days here, again, those rain chances will increase. Let's go ahead and move through the timeline for today, for your Thursday, that is. We have temperatures into the 80s for highs, and then we're going to have a lot of sunshine out there. For tonight, though, cloud cover is going to start to build in. This is 7 a.m. on Friday, and you notice that we have a lot of cloud cover moving into the state. Look at the shower and thunderstorm activity down to our southwest. Remember, they have the better chance for severe weather down into the Mobile area, stretching into southern Alabama. You see some of those pinks showing up. That's going to be some of those more intense storms, again, staying down to our south. But we'll still get a little bit of shower activity ourselves, maybe even a rumble of thunder or two as we head throughout the day there Friday. By 3 p.m., still a few showers, and then we'll have the shower activity calm down a little bit. It'll be off and on at times, really, as we head throughout Friday and then into Saturday. By Saturday at 1 a.m., maybe still a few showers, maybe a few thunderstorms out there too. And then we get to about 5:30 a.m., a quieter period before more shower activity starts to move in by the time we get about 2, 3, 4 into the afternoon, even on Saturday. And then Sunday, slight chance for rain there for the morning, but we will have some drier conditions start to move in by the end of the day there. So Monday and Tuesday looking much drier, and it looks like we will stay drier there as we head into even the early part of next week. Looking at rainfall over the next 7 days, you see we could get anywhere from 1 inch to 3 inches of rain across the region. That's just going to continue to add to our surplus for the year. Of course, we are still a little bit behind for the month of May. Notice that we're trending on the dry side. Just about 3/4 of an inch below where we should be this time of the month. But again, we are not hurting for the year because we had so much rainfall occur there as we headed throughout the month of March and April. You see that March, we ended up picking nearly 8 inches of rain. We picked up nearly 6 inches of rain really back in April. And yes, we're below 1 inch of rain here for the month of May, but we still have plenty of the month to go. We have plenty of rain chances in there like what we have for Friday and Saturday. Looking at the current drought situation, notice that we don't have any more left in Georgia. We did have a little bit last week, some abnormally dry conditions into the northwest corner of the state, but that is now out of here too. Of course, we had a lot of rain this past week. That helped to get rid of that. The southeast doing pretty good as a whole as far as drought conditions are concerned. The only exceptional drought still in the lower 48 is located in southeast New Mexico. That's pretty impressive. You know, we've had a lot of active weather, a lot of active systems moving across the United States over the last 6 months, and it's really helped to get rid of drought in many places, at least the exceptional drought that had been on the board. Your 7-day forecast shows highs in the mid-80s again for today. Chesley was in this morning. He chose today as his pick of the week. Looking at Friday, again, increased rain chances. We continue with the increased rain chances on Saturday. Then Sunday, just a slight chance, mainly in the morning. I think the afternoon is going to be drier. Monday and Tuesday looking great there with dry conditions, and then just a slight chance for rain back in as we head into Wednesday. So a majority of that 1 to 3 inches of rain we're expecting over the next week, that's going to be occurring on Friday and then into Saturday. And then you saw those temperatures even rising into the mid to upper 80s at times as we head throughout the next week. That will just add to our highest temperatures of 2024 so far. Of course, we still have the hottest months to go. Going into June, July, August, we'll see this list change big time. But it lets you know we do have some hot conditions over the next week with temperatures above average, because lower 80s is typically our highs, or our average highs for this time of year. And then you see that we'll continue the trend of above average temperatures with those maybe even mid to upper 80s as we head into the 8 to 14 day outlook. So we're looking at this to continue even as we head into the end of the month of May. Also, we're talking about above average rain chances here, or above average rainfall possible as we head throughout the week ahead. And it looks like that trend is going to continue as well as we head into the end of the month of May. So hotter than average and above average rainfall expected really here as we head throughout the end of the month. Be expecting that here. Again, that doesn't include the 7-day forecast when we look at those forecast trends. That's just taking into account the 8 to 14 day outlook, not just the next 7 days. So looking at your Peach State outlook, over the next 3 days, it is looking like we are going to have some wet conditions here across the state for Friday and Saturday. Of course, we talked about the shower and thunderstorm potential on Sunday. It will be drier in some spots, including right here in the Atlanta area. And then taking a look here at your weekend getaways, if you're planning any big trips for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Of course, we have the rain chances here in Atlanta for Friday and Saturday. You see much of the southeast dealing with shower and thunderstorm activity around that time. Some spots dealing with rain even on Sunday, like maybe even a brief shower there on Sunday and Lake Lanier. Again, that's going to be really in the morning. I think by the afternoon it'll be drier up at Lake Lanier. But then you see Monday looking drier for many spots with the exception of Gatlinburg. So maybe you want to take that extra day off at the very end of the weekend to make sure you get an extra dry day out there if you're headed down to, let's say, Destin. And then your Georgia State Park forecast showing us that we are going to have some shower activity possible again for tomorrow. Make sure you have a way to check the radar like the 11 Alive app. That way you can stay safe if you're going to be out there doing any hiking. Now, of course, we are getting closer to hurricane season. NOAA actually put out a statement today saying that they are going to release the forecast for the Atlantic hurricane season, their forecast as we head into the end of this month. So we'll have that update for you as we move into the end of the month. Right now, you're looking at the Colorado State University forecast, and you see that we have a forecast of 23 named storms. That was put out April 4th by Colorado State, and then we'll have, of course, the NOAA forecast coming in at the end of this month. I'm willing to bet that they will also end up going with an above average forecast, considering the trends of something that we look at like El Nino. El Nino is weakening, and typically when that happens and we become a little bit more on the La Nina side of the scale, it could mean that we end up seeing more storms in the Atlantic due to weakening wind shear. So don't be surprised by that. Something to keep an eye on. Again, that's just 23 named storms possible. That doesn't mean that 23 storms hit the United States. You know, they could all stay out to sea, which we can only hope for. The best thing to do, though, is just be ready for hurricane season in case the storm does impact us. There's a look at the names on the list. Alberto would be the first one. William, the last name on the list here for hurricane season, something we'll continue to keep you updated on all the way throughout hurricane season. I'm going to bring back up the 7-day forecast for everybody. Again, looking like for the week ahead, we are going to have some wet conditions there, at least for Friday and Saturday, but much drier here as we head into Sunday and all the way through Tuesday. We'll continue to keep you updated on everything right here at 11 Alive. Don't forget to catch Chief Meteorologist Chris Holcomb every evening. You can catch Meteorologist Chelsea McNeil every morning. Myself, Meteorologist Andrew Wilson, here every weekend morning, and then Meteorologist Nicole Hartford every weekend evening. And then Meteorologist Melissa Nord is on every Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock. Have a wonderful week ahead of you, and we'll keep you updated on everything right here at 11 Alive.